Hello and welcome back to my channel. It has been quite the hiatus. I don't think I filmed a video in 9 months. So welcome if you're new, and if you've stuck around for that long, then are you crazy? But also, thank you so much. Today I'm going to do a review slash first impressions on something that I have seen all over Instagram, all over Facebook, and I actually went to purchase one for myself and decided it was too expensive. Then my beautiful sister bought me one for Christmas, and that is the Sand and Sky Brilliant Skin Detoxifying and Brightening Mask. Now, just in case you haven't seen this on Instagram or Facebook, this is a pink mask. It's made in Australia and it's supposed to pretty much fix your skin. I actually have quite a few issues going on at the moment, so I'm hoping that we'll be able to see some results. It comes in a cute little pink box like this, and when you open it up, it comes with a little brush applicator, which I think is a really nice touch, especially for how expensive this is. And then the bottle is this blue color. Now this one says that it expires in November 2019, which is good, so I've got a good 2 years to use it up, which is actually fantastic. This little mask claims to be a 4-in-1 treatment. So it says that it will detoxify and brighten in only 10 minutes, tightens pores and boosts radiance, protects against damage caused by pollution with no nasties and not tested on animals. So I'm just going to zoom you in on my face a little bit so we can see what we are working with. But generally I've got combination skin. I tend to get pretty dry around here and like around my nose here, and then my cheeks are quite dry, and I've got fairly large-ish pores, I would say, over here, and I've just recently discovered like all these pores here that I never noticed that I had. So I don't know if I just wasn't looking close enough to my face before, or if that is a new thing. I also do have some fine lines because I'm getting old. So this is what we are looking like at the moment. I do have quite a lot of redness here. My under eye circles are pretty bad really, but I don't expect this to fix that. But I do get quite a lot of texture under my eye. I've got some little like bumps over on this side of my face, and I don't know if you'll be able to see, but here I do have pores that are apparently clogged. I'm probably also sweaty because it's the middle of Australian summer and it's so hot. I'm hoping on this side where it's a little bit less bright you'll be able to see, but in here there's quite a bit of darkness. I have a few blocked pores on my nose, and my chin is, I feel, my biggest problem area. I've got quite like a lot of little bumps there, but hopefully you can see. Alright, so I'm just going to apply it and see how we go. It comes with like a little stopper, 2 little stoppers in fact, and when you open it, oh, it's actually less pink than I thought it would be. It's more of like a beige. It smells like clay, like all clay masks do. This says store below 30 degrees Celsius, and it is above 30 degrees Celsius today, and I don't have this in the fridge or anything, but what are you gonna do? Okay, it just says apply evenly to clean skin and wait 10 minutes. So I'm just gonna take what is on this little cap section. It doesn't really say like how much to apply. It does specifically say apply with the applicator, but you could use anything that looks like this, or I'm sure that you could use your fingers. I like to use those paddle foundation brushes that no one likes to use for anything to apply my masks. I actually do quite like to use them for foundation as well. I'm going to get right up close to my lip because I've got a few little spotty spots there. Let's see if we can do something about those. I probably should have clipped my hair back. That would have been smart. It feels nice and cool, so obviously the temperature has not gotten to it too much. Actually, it'd be really nice in the fridge. I can already feel it tightening on my chin. I think I'm going to have to put a thicker layer than this, honestly. Okay, so I've almost used everything that's on the lid already, and I thought that was going to cover my whole face, but it does not seem like it is going to. Probably shouldn't have gotten it that close to my eyeball, but what are you going to do? I'm just taking a little bit more from this. Ooh, okay. It's kind of stinging. Oh, and it's in my hair. That's fine. Ooh, yeah, it's definitely like stinging around my nose where I've got like a lot of dryness. So I don't know if the skin there is like cracked, but it's not like unpleasant. It's not painful. It is a little unpleasant, but it's kind of feels like you know those like plumping lip glosses? It's kind of like that sensation. Yeah, it's definitely stinging. So that's interesting. Anyway, I think that this will do. I will clip my hair back so it doesn't fully get in there. And we're pretty much just going to wait for 10 minutes. It is stinging on the tops of my cheekbones as well. So that's not the most pleasant feeling. It's stinging more on this side than this side. But it seems to not be stinging on my nose anymore. So make of that what you will. Interesting. Interesting indeed. Alright, I'm going to check back probably in 5 and then in 10 right before I wash it off. Okay, we're at the 5-minute point. We are not completely dry, but the tingling / burning got worse and then it subsided completely. So it wasn't like so painful that I couldn't deal with it. It was just weird. I was like, is this supposed to be doing this? I don't know. Anyway, it's fine now. I can barely talk, but that is cool. I will see you in 5 minutes. Alright, we are cooked. It actually feels different than I expected. I expected it to be really like tight and hard, and while it is tight, it feels like really soft and kind of crumbly. I actually ended up leaving it on for a little bit too long because I was binge watching Lana Davidson, who I've just recently discovered, and she's amazing. So I'm going to go and wash this off and we will see if my skin is perfect afterwards. Alright, we are all washed off and my skin feels nice. It actually feels like semi moisturized, which is interesting. Normally even just putting water on my face makes my skin feel super dry, which is horrible. Ooh, this part of my face feels super smooth. Just feeling, I do feel like my dry patches are a little smoother. I don't feel like it has exfoliated as much as some of my other masks, like my real like clarifying exfoliating masks, I guess, like the Dermalogica charcoal mask. I definitely feel that, I don't know, maybe it has, no. I feel like it hasn't exfoliated as much as that, but it also feels much more like nourished than after I used that mask. After I use that one, my skin is like, ah, what are you doing to me? Because it's pretty like hard. Oh, it's not even all off. I'm great at looking at things. I'm going to use my magnifying mirror and let's take a bit of a closer look. So the pores that I was whinging about before here, I actually can't really see them. There is still some mask like on my face. So I'll go and get that off in a bit. It hasn't really done anything for my little pimples that are down here. They're still there, they still look the same. But my nose looks pretty good. All the dry skin on my nose is definitely gone. And I feel like the texture here on my cheeks has definitely lessened. My pores definitely look better, like way better. As far as blemishes go, it hasn't really had any effect. It hasn't made any pimples like smaller or bigger. I still like have one here and a few here. But dryness, great. I feel like that's gone, and like reduced pore size for sure. I also have quite a few pores like above my eyebrows, and I feel like they definitely look diminished. I also like that it hasn't like irritated my skin too much. My skin isn't, I wouldn't say sensitive, but it tends to get very red. It's not like acne prone or anything, but it just it gets red easily, and this has not accentuated that at all. I am going to zoom you in so you can have a little look-see. Alright, so this is how we are looking. Obviously there's still some on my nose here, but I feel like in here is less dark, which is nice. I definitely feel like the dryness on my skin, as I said, is a little bit less. I'm going to try and put side by sides of kind of what my face looked like before and after, but I don't know if I'm that skilled. So it definitely feels nice. My face feels good. Is it worth $70 though? I mean, maybe. My Dermalogica charcoal mask was also about $70, and I like this more, definitely. I feel like it's been so much less harsh on my skin, but it has exfoliated nicely and it makes my pores look beautiful. The only thing is that one tends to like draw out my imperfections a little as well, but I can never tell that until the next day anyway. So I don't know if this will do that, but I feel like maybe not. I just keep wanting to say it doesn't feel as harsh, which I actually really like. Overall, I'd say that if you've got an extra $70 to spend on a mask, then go for it. I do think that if you buy two, then it's cheaper. I'm pretty sure that's what my sister did, and so we both got one. So maybe if you find a friend and do that, and they have sales like reasonably often, I believe, so you can get like 15 to 20% off if you wait for a sale. Otherwise, the main ingredient in the mask is kaolin clay. So while it says it's Australian pink clay, still it's kaolin. So you can go to Priceline and buy masks that the first ingredient is kaolin if that is what you want, or if you're not like that into masks, if you just want to dabble, then I definitely would start at Priceline and then maybe work your way up to this one if you discover that you love them. I think that's going to be pretty much all from me today. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for sticking around if you are one of those people. Welcome if you are new. I am going to try and get out a few more videos while I'm on Christmas holidays, so I hopefully will see you guys soon. Bye!